Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and in this video we're going to break down the ICON Hypersport 2 jacket and pants available at RevZilla.com. So really what we're seeing from ICON is a huge departure away from the Hypersport 1. So with the jacket, this is going to be much more of that aggressive sport cut, very Euro in its style. And then with the pants, really what we're seeing is the old pants are more of like this weird chap-like leather thing. We're now getting into much more of a race style pant from ICON. And really what you're going to see with the Hypersport 2 is a two-piece leather race suit that is a get you to the track option. Now this is going to come around the $425 mark for the jacket, around $325 for the pants. And if you'd want to step up from this, you'd be looking at the Hypersport race suit around the $900 mark. The Hypersport race suit takes a lot of the technology you're going to see here and just gives it to you in a single piece suit. Now what you're going to notice is that these will zip together. There is a full circumference zipper. Just keep in mind that if you change between sizes, so if you go with like a 52 jacket and a 50 pants, the zipper isn't going to line up exactly, but it still will work to make sure that you are zipped together for that added bit of protection in the event of a crash. Now speaking of sizing, these are now going to be Euro size. So the jacket and pants will both range in sizes from 46 up to 60. Eric on my left-hand side stands at 5'10", weighs in at 220 pounds, and has a 44-inch chest. He is wearing both the jacket as well as the pants in a size 52. Fits him spot on. Typically, he fluctuates between a 52 to a 54 depending on how aggressive the Euro cut is there. So we really had no surprises sizing out this jacket from ICON. Now there are going to be two colors available, the black on black as well as the black on white. And really what we're going to see here as we break this down is full leather construction. And the main thing you'll notice with the leather as opposed to the outgoing Hypersport is that you're losing all the perforation. So this is going to be single construction leather without any perf to it, 1.2 to 1.3 grade cowhide, and they're actually calling it their TrackSpec cowhide. But what I would love to see from ICON in future iterations is give us a perforated version. Using this jacket in the summer months, you are going to have minimized airflow. Now you're going to have these pockets across the chest. If you open those up, there's going to be some perf leather on the inside of that. That is not going to do anything to actually flow air to your body in the summer months. So if you are using this throughout the summer, just keep in mind it is going to get a little bit hot. Now as we work our way down, one of the things that I really like with this is you are getting CE level armor in the elbows, the shoulders, as well as the back. Full D30 complement throughout the entire jacket. And you're going to notice that some of the changes we're going to see is that the stretch is going to be a little bit more of a sophisticated stretch. The style has changed as we work our way down. Again, it's just really kind of cleaning up the lines over the old version. Even as we look throughout the arms on this, it's definitely more of that race cut. You can easily fit a gauntlet style glove over top of this. And then as we look the way down the chest, gone is that big bold ICON TPR across the chest. Now it's a much more refined ICON logo stitched to the asymmetrical side of the left-hand side on this. You do have those drop pockets, although I will say that if you're using these as actual pockets, it looks kind of bulky because whatever you have in there kind of pokes through. So I mean, really, these are just there for style as far as I would utilize them. You do get hand warmer pockets now, and this is something that's a little bit more functional. If you do need a place to keep, any additional items, maybe your keys for your bike when you go inside or your wallet, the hand warmer pockets on the side is a good place to do that. When we get to the inside of the jacket, there's some additional pockets in there. Now, Eric, I'm gonna have you face sideways, strike the rider position. Taking a look down the side, what you'll notice, again, the ICON logo is now going to be stitched on, a little more sophisticated look. Massive amounts of accordion stretch are added to the back of the elbows, as well as running its way all the way down the body. This reminds me a lot of what we're seeing from some of the European brands, mainly Speedy, when you look at their full tracksuits and the way they work their accordion stretch down. So really great range of motion when you are in that full race tuck position. The only thing I'll note up here is that the accordion stretch sits a little bit above the elbow. I would have liked to have seen this pushed down just a little bit more. It doesn't give you the same functionality that I would normally expect to see, but it does work to just help pull the entire arm down. So you're still getting a little bit of that stretch effect with the accordion there. Now, if you look down, my biggest nitpick with the jacket is the waist adjusters. They're pushed all the way to the front, And instead of being traditional back to the front, they actually run the way out to the front, and then there's 2 snaps under there. It's just a really not thought out design. I mean, really, there's no other way to put it. I just didn't like them as much as what we're seeing from a typical waist adjuster. So I'd like to see ICON kind of, conform to what most people expect from a waist adjuster. Just Velcro back here out of the way a little bit. Eric, go ahead and face backwards for me. Working our way from the top down, ICON, little pop of reflective up at the top. So even though this is a get you to the track option, you are seeing some of that reflective incorporated here for those of you really using this on the street. You see it at the cuff of the jacket. You're going to see it at the back of the shoulder or the back of the neck. Like I said, D30 CE1 back protector is included. This is a great upgrade. Really when we see ICON include the back protector, it's a cost savings over a lot of the competition. Most of the jackets out there, you do need to buy that separately. And like I said, there is going to be that full circumference zipper to match this up with the pants. And Eric, I just want to have you face forward for me for a second so we can just kind of break down the pants for a second. So go ahead and unzip for me. And as Eric's unzipping this, just kind of working its way from the top to the bottom, and we're going to work our way down into the pants, you'll notice that there is just this kind of a mesh liner on the inside, nothing additional from a liner standpoint. You are going to have the pocket over on the left-hand side, which is just a standard Napoleon pocket, and a few additional stash pockets from ICON, very typical of what we've seen from ICON in the past. And then working your way down in the pants, really this is that race level pant from ICON. So if you want to do that 2-piece tracksuit, you can add the pants at a later time. If you decide you want to try tackling a track day and give yourself that 2-piece option. D30 armor is standard at the hips as well as the knees. The only thing to note with the knee armor, it's not height adjustable, so it's going to be one height fits all. A little bit of accordion at the top, so you do get that range of motion as you'd expect from a pair of track pants. Now, the only other thing to note here is those track pants are coming in around the $325 mark, which is, I think it's like almost like $100 over the previous pants, but just keep in mind that these are a completely different pair of pants. So really when you're looking at the Hypersport original jacket compared to the Hypersport 2, and you can go ahead and zip up for me, bud. You can see some of the changes. This is definitely a more aggressive cut. This is definitely a lot more protection style. But when you're looking at the pants, they really have nothing in common with the outgoing Hypersport pants that we're seeing, going away compared to the ones that we're seeing right now. So this is definitely more of that European styled 2-piece get you to the track option. Works great for really aggressive riding on the street, but you can now use this if you want to try your hand at tackling a track day. Now, if there's any additional questions you have on the Hypersport 2, how it compares to the outgoing Hypersport 1, or really just what's right for your style of riding, now would be the time to give one of our Gear Geeks a call at 877-792-9455, or simply shoot over an email to cs@revzilla.com. And once you're there, those folks can help walk you through any questions that you might have on any gear that you're going to see on our site. I want to thank you for joining us today for this look at the ICON Hypersport 2 jacket and pants. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.